We made $250,000 on one deal, one boring little dinky single family deal. It doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be sexy, it has to be simple. My name is Piche, aka the Fruitful Investor. I grew up in a middle-class family and all I've ever wanted was freedom. By the age of 30, I became a self-made multi-millionaire, all from real estate investing. Follow me on my journey to travel the world when I want, where I want, while continuing to build a killer real estate business. Let's get it. What's up, Fruitful Investors? In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to become a millionaire through real estate investing. Yes, a millionaire. If you don't know anything about me, I became a millionaire by the age of 28. I became a multi-millionaire by the age of 30 net worth wise, and I became a cash millionaire by the age of 31. So I know a thing or two about real estate. I'm gonna share with you my strategy on how I did it. And listen, there's 1,001 ways how to invest in real estate. Everybody has their own strategy. Some work, most don't. I'm gonna tell you my strategy, how I did it, and I've helped so many people, clients and partners also become millionaires or very, very wealthy with this exact strategy. Why? I didn't make it up, man. I follow people who are much, much smarter than me. I learn from them. I make it happen. Now people think I'm smart. Not really. I barely passed high school. Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you the strategy right here. Number one, invest in quality area. You guys hear me talk about quality all the time. The area is number one. So what I mean by that, let's go on a macro level first, city-wise, because people will say, where do I invest? How do I know where to invest? Number one, the city or the region you're going to invest in must have good GDP growth. Now, if you don't know what that means, I don't want to get all economic lingo, but basically it means what's the output of the city? Does it have jobs? Is it creating things? Does it have services? Is it pushing out things? Or is it just a one pony hit town? Let's say it has like a car manufacturing town, a Toyota plant there, and that's it. That's like all it has. Okay, we don't want to invest in those areas. Even though the job numbers look good in 2020, because all of North America is pretty much in a boom phase of the economic cycle. Okay, what happens in a recession when people stop buying cars? Okay, that entire town is gonna get wiped out completely. So we don't want that. So we want GDP growth and diverse GDP growth, which means many, many industries. For example, the area I invest in is Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. Very, very, very diverse. We got the car plants. We got the trade sectors because we're right on a large 401 artery or a highway artery that goes all the way through Ontario. So we're a big trade center. We got education. We got 3 top schools here, 1 college, 2 universities. We got just massive employers. That the tech sector is booming. So we got lots of industry. So if a recession does come and people stop buying cars, that sucks. No big deal. The tech industry's there picking up the load. The education sector's there picking up the load. The other trade centers are picking up the load, etc. We're not reliant on one industry. Big, big mistake. I know a lot of investors investing in my area of Ontario, my province, and they're investing in all these little rinky-dink little country towns. I ain't doing that. All right, GDP growth. Why do we look for GDP growth? Because when you have that, it leads to job growth. Very, very important. Your tenants have to work and pay the rent, right? They have to have a job. What happens when there's job growth? There's population growth. Why? People want to go where the jobs are, so people start moving in. What happens when they move in? They need a place to stay, and they don't really buy when they get a new job, do they? They want to feel out the city, so what do? They rent. And they pay the money. What happens when more people start catching on and more people start moving to the area because they see the long-term potential? Real estate, I'll put RE, goes up in value. See the trend? Starts here. It's a beautiful trend. I always talk about this right here. Okay, so that's the number one thing we look for on a macro level. Now, we found the city. We're like, cool, I'm gonna invest in Miami. I'm gonna invest in Toronto. I'm gonna invest in Boston. All right, cool, you picked your city. Now on a micro level, I'm gonna write micro here. We're looking for the neighborhood. So what does the neighborhood look like? Does it have schools, grocery stores, baseball diamonds, libraries, museums, trails, etc.? Those are the things that your tenants wanna be around when they wanna live in their house and raise their kids. They have dogs. They wanna be able to do stuff and be in a safe area. So quality area, very, very important. That's number one. That's the first thing we look for as a real estate investor. Notice how I'm not talking about deals. Okay, everybody's like, yo, where's the deal? I don't care where it is. I'm gonna go where the deal is. Wrong answer. We focus on an area and we specialize. I'm surprised I didn't even say that. My favorite word. Don't even know how to spell. Specialize. Once you find the city or the region, you lock down. This is exactly what I did, man. 10 years ago, 11 years ago when I started, I chose Kitchener-Waterloo. People would be like, yo, I got this sweet deal in London. Cash on cash return is this. London's like an hour away from me. Nope, I ain't going there. People are like, yo, Matt, I got this sweet deal in Guelph. It's only 20 minutes from your city. Nope, I only invest in Kitchener. Matt, you're crazy. It's only like 20 minutes away, man. Nope, I only invest in Kitchener. See what I mean? That's the level of dedication and obsession it takes to guaranteed make money. Would I have made some money if I went here and there and there? Maybe, but my life would have been a mess. I'd be managing all these different teams, all these different properties. I would have lost my mind. I don't like that. I like the fruitful life. I want to chillax on the beach, go to Costa Rica, relax while the business pays, okay? I'm sure you want the same if you made it this far in this video. Next step, number 2. Invest in quality, again, properties. So again, kind of on the area, what's the surrounding immediate area of the house? Is it open concept? Is it safe? Are the floors leaning like this? Okay, things like that. Quality properties. Do people want to live there? Is it a house built in 1900? It's old, it's dingy, it smells kind of moldy. Or was it built in the 70s, 80s, 90s where, you know, it's a poured foundation, 3-story townhome, open concept-ish, right? People want to live in those kind of homes. Once you buy the good quality property, we want to rental them better than every other landlord in the area. You guys watch my videos, you see the properties. We crush every landlord in our city. If I have my rental property for rent against Joe's, I'm smoking Joe every time. Why? We spend a little more. We make it look sick. And in return, I get a quality tenant who's professional and has a job because they want to live in a quality home because they're responsible. That's how it kind of works. So they're going to pay rent more on time than Joe's tenant who's got the tap that's like falling off the counter. It's got like shitty vinyl flooring in the bathroom from 1970. He's like, I don't give a shit. It's your rental property. You're going to rent it out, man. Dude, I crush Joe every time. Okay, so the tenants come here, we get our places rented in like a week or 2, max 2 weeks, max. Rented, super, super quick. So step 3, renovate them better. If you guys don't know how to renovate, check out the course below, the Fruitful renovation course. You can make your properties look exactly like mine. I give you all of my products and where to buy them across North America. I got US links and Canada links. If you're buying in North America, I got you. You can make your properties look exactly like mine. Enough of that plug. Go below and check that out. Number 4. To be a millionaire, very, very easy, guys, especially in 2020. It's not that big of a deal anymore. You only need a few properties, probably like 6 to 10. That's it. Okay, so really, if you think having 6 to 10 properties is too much, and there was a time when I definitely thought like, whoa, if I had 6 properties, that'd be insane. Dude, it's easy. I want you to get 40 to 50 properties plus. That's the mindset I want you to have. It's gonna take some time. If you're not there yet, I understand. You probably think buying the next property, number 1 or number 2 is impossible. It's part of the journey. Good, that's the way it is. But guys, you only need like 6 to 10 properties to get wealthy and be a millionaire. For example, let's do it right here. We buy a single family home today for $400K. That's what they're going for in my area. Could be a nice little semi-detached, which is what I made my career on, was buying semi-detached single families. They're about $400K now. Right? Then we're gonna renovate it. We're probably gonna sink about 30K into it to totally pimp out the semi. Not that much money. It's gonna look sweet. So now we're in for 430K. Okay, what do I got here? In 10 years with a 5% appreciation rate, which is a very low and conservative appreciation rate for my area over the past 25 years. I'm not talking about the past 10 years, about this boom. That's not normal. 20 years, 25 years going back, my area is about a 5% appreciation rate every year. Obviously, the past couple years, we're doing 15% per year or more. That's not gonna last forever, guys. But anyway, if I go to the super conservative, which I always do, in 10 years, this property I bought for 400 is gonna be worth 650. Okay, so after taking account to a mortgage pay down and blah, 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 you're gonna be well over 250K profit in 10 years on one house. How many of these do you need to be a millionaire? 4. This is an average deal here in Canada or my area of Ontario. Very, very normal to have this happen. In fact, I just had this happen. We sold my first property that I ever bought. Again, I made a video on this recently. In 10 years, actually, 10 years and 10 months, we just sold it last week. We made $250,000 on one deal, one boring little dinky single family deal. It doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be sexy, it has to be simple. Anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button right below so we can see more of each other. I'll see you in the next video.